Hello, it is October 10th, 2019, Thursday. I've been wanting to record, but then things happen and, just forget to record or, something happens and go, oh, okay, well, I'm not feeling bad or need to talk or anything, so I don't. And then, but just the last few days, I feel my body's giving me mixed signals about how I am feeling deep down. And since today's World Mental Health Day, just want to take a moment to kind of talk. I don't know, there's so many things. Okay, let's talk about, I guess, the signs my body's been giving me. 2 days ago, so Tuesday, during like late afternoon, I was blinking and I was like, oh, kind of feels kind of weird in my left eye. I kind of just ignored it. And by the time I got home, I don't know why. I was thinking maybe it's my contacts, but I don't know why it just clicked that I think it's about maybe 12 years ago. I had Bell's palsy, which is partial paralysis of your face. And at the time I was working at the bank and I was really stressed. Anyway, I'll go into that later. So I had it for almost 3 months. It's like 2 months and like another week or something. So yeah, so that was a very stressful time in my life. Not just that, like normal stress on top of it, then your face is like half your face is paralyzed and I still have to work. And I was just very depressed in a very bad time. So anyway, and Tuesday, so that started, I was like, it clicked and I was like, oh my God. And I should not like know myself, like I psyched myself out. So like once it clicked, that's all I thought about. So after that, later on the night, like my cheekbone area and down like my jawline, it started like feeling a bit tingly, numb, weird, right? So I have a TENS machine, which is like one of those muscle stimulate. I don't really know what they're actually stand for, TENS machine. Anyway, so I put it on my face because at that time, back when I was at the bank, there was a customer that, because nobody else asked, right? And I try to like cover it and stuff. And so the guy's like, can I ask you something personal? I was like, okay, sure. He's like, you are covering up very well. And I was like, huh? He's like, oh, I know, because that's like what he studies or something. And I was like, oh, okay. He's like, oh, if you had those electro stimulating machines, you should put it on. It will help you. Like, I'm like, oh, okay. So at the time, I did not have a TENS machine yet, so I didn't do anything about it. So now I have one because of my back pains and stuff. I got one. So I put it on like my face, like anyway, so to make it. So after that, fine. Read more about it. Of course, what the doctor tell you not to do, don't look online. It says most likely you won't get it again, but I remember I think the doctor or somebody at the time said if you got it, there's more chance of getting it again. I was like, oh, that's excellent. So it's this time. Anyway, and then like going to bed, like it was really weird. Like the inside of my tongue on the left side was getting like weird, numb. So I was like telling hubby, I'm like, be ready. By the time I wake up tomorrow, probably will be paralyzed on one side. So luckily, it didn't happen. Luckily, because I don't have anything going on in my life right now. Literally, the only fun thing is this Halloween party coming up, and then like with my friends, and the Halloween party at my nephew's school. Like, we love Halloween. I love Halloween. Halloween's very important to me because that's when my husband and I like officially got together. Yeah. So anyway, I was like, oh great. Like if that happens, I probably don't want to go out. Like I probably do, because now I have this attitude like I don't really care about what people think. But deep down, like I don't care, but I care, of course. Um so I was like, great, then I won't be able to go. So I was kind of bummed out about that. But luckily, of course, the next day when I woke up, everything was fine. So I was like, yay, okay. But yesterday, I had a ocular migraine, which layman term, a visual migraine, is where I don't know if it's both or one, but usually happens to me is one. It doesn't happen often. It probably happened to me 5 times in my life, maybe, where you see. So I'll just explain last night's. It was my right eye in its bottom corner. The first thing I noticed was when I was looking at something, it seems almost too bright to look at it. It's kind of like, you know, how you get sun in your eye type of thing, but it wasn't. And then I was like, try to like close my eyes, trying to like figure it out. And then I noticed there's like zigzag weird lines that's like blinky, like kind of flashy. And I was like, oh, fuck, it's happening again. So I don't recall what to do because, like I said, it hasn't happened often. And I don't remember what my sister told me to do. She's an optometrist. So I looked online, of course, and I said just best to rest your eyes. So I stopped everything. I closed my eyes. I even put like I had my jacket, so I put across my eyes so it's darker. So I rested for about a half hour. It did go away, but then like I had a headache and all that on the opposite side. And then when I got home, my eyes start twitching. I'm like, oh god, is it happening again? But it's a different sensation because like with the whole Bell's palsy thing, it was just weird. Like when I remember it was like when I was blinking, I thought maybe my contacts was like affecting me or whatever. So it was a different sensation. It was not twitching for the Bell's palsy. So I was like, okay, of course looked online again to see what I should do, cold to hot compress. So luckily it looked, because I was thinking cold, since we're icing so much nowadays after the chiro, I was automatically thinking cold, but it's actually a warm compress. So I didn't do it, but I read like it's all about like stressed and other things. So I'm like, what? I'm actually fine. I feel fine, but my body's giving me all these signs. So like that's why today I feel like I should record, because I know I'm self-diagnosed with anxiety and issues. But I think what's important is to know that don't ignore the symptoms, because I think it's part of my upbringing. My family is the type like, if you don't have a broken bone or you're not bleeding out, you don't need to go to the hospital or see a doctor or anything. So that kind of, stayed with me. And in Asian culture, they don't really focus much on like mental health. Just like, this is the life you're deal with it. So yeah, that's why I really want to talk about it, because I still haven't gone to see a mental health specialist. I really want to. But it's like, I don't know, I think I'm making excuses not to go. Like, oh, like now, like before the insurance, like, oh, I didn't find somebody I liked. Well, my primary doctor, she said it's important to find somebody that I could, like, I feel like to go match. I think so too. It sounds weird, but I was trying to find someone who is maybe perhaps some kind of Asian, kind of understand the Asian culture of like Asian upbringing and kind of like the parent pressure, like, so, because that has a lot to do with me, because that's the nurture part of my life. So I still couldn't find one. And then it's like, oh, money issue. Because I found one, but she supposedly is not licensed. Something about like she can only see people who are Medicare or Medi-Cal or whatever it is. So if I see her, it will be like cash patients. So it'll be like, I don't know, expensive. So of course I didn't go see her. So yeah, I think it's important to see a mental health specialist. I have a very, I want to say, good friend that I met from the bank. Her kid goes through stuff, so they have like group therapy and I think individual. So I was lucky that she shared with me what her daughter learns, and I've tried to read as extensively as I could about how to deal with it. Granted, I've really only had one major panic attack and little like anxiety, like, I don't know. But basically, long story short, I'm using this as the only resource that I know now, like right the second, to use, because I don't really have any other friends to talk to. I do have friends to talk to, but like I just feel like I spew my shit at them. It's like sometimes is enough because I had that done to me, and sometimes I need a break. So like, you know, it's not their job to like figure my shit out for me and stuff. So hopefully soon, one day, I will be strong enough to go see a mental health specialist. Oh, and also, like, I was really excited when I saw the news, like, there's a actual national hotline, well, they call it a warm line, for the whole mental health specialist thing. So that's another thing, like, because I don't feel like there's too much wrong with me, or I'm not that severe, I don't feel like I need to call someone, because one, I fear that they may laugh at my issues. Two, maybe at the time, like at whatever time I don't have a specific issue to talk about, I just need to talk to, but then I'm probably gonna block a line where somebody else really needs help. So like that's some reasons why I probably won't end up using that hotline. And then they said, oh, you can also text or message, and I still haven't found out how. I think that would be cool. But then, like, you don't get that personal, you know, touch when it's via text, you know. You kind of, I feel it's kind of like when you reach out to, like, those chat bots, like, or there are people, but then they're chatting up to 4 to 6 people at once, so they're, like, really, one, not really focused, and two, just takes forever. So, yeah, again, I blabbed a lot, and I didn't really focus on what I wanted to talk about. I guess that's another video, because I really want to talk about, I feel one of the main root cause of my anxiety, my stress, yeah. But I'm really thankful for, like, I know a lot of people don't want to hear me talk about it, but as my oils, like, it really, like, helped me calm me down and stuff. So anyway, I guess I will not keep talking. I'll make a new video so it won't be too long.